Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective live reading to say thank you for your support on the channel and for the 1,000 subscribers. It's a celebration live. Thank you for joining us. For the 2 people that are already here, thank you. I appreciate you. For those watching later, I want to say congratulations to... Nope, I've just moved the notebook. Vishaka Balraj, congratulations. You were picked to win the 30-minute free reading and the free tarot deck. Please do contact me. I still haven't heard from you. I'm going to have to go through all the comment again now and try and ask you again to email me. I'm sure you don't want to put your address details on a YouTube channel, so hence the email. You got, bless you, you got so excited when you heard you won, you didn't email me. So could you please email me, because I would love to give you your free reading and your tarot deck. Guys, Silla, hello, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, oh bless you, Silla, I'm glad it's helped. Hopefully it's helped you. Thank you so much for your feedback, it means a lot. I appreciate that. Rebecca, hi, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're doing very well. Gigi, hi, thank you so much for joining us. I hope all is good with you. Thank you for your likes. I appreciate you guys. Let's wait for a few more people to come in. But how are you guys doing? Is everything okay where you're at? Hope you guys are all doing very well. We've got a new deck we're going to be using today. It's The Soul's Journey by James Van Prague. I'm very excited to use this deck. I've used it in the Scorpio and the Sagittarius reading, and so far it's given very good results. Hi, thank you for joining us. I hope you're okay. I hope everything's good with you. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support to the channel. If you've missed the first part, I'm obviously doing this as a thank you for you guys to support me and the guides. Obviously, just wanted to say thanks for that. So we are going ahead with this live feed. The week has been a roller coaster for me. I'm fine though, lol, nothing to worry. How are you guys? I'm very well, thank you. As I say, new deck, very, very excited to use the new deck. Obviously we've got Tia Nina's deck here as well we're going to be using. We've got a couple of tarot decks as well. Guys, if you want to have a look at the wish list in the Amazon link in the description box, what I tend to do is I post decks that I think would be useful for the channel. If you would like to support the channel and purchase a deck on the wish list, that would be awesome. We also have a PayPal link in the description box as a, again, energetic exchange to say thanks. Again, if you feel drawn to do that, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. I'm okay, very tired today. Oh, Jane Van Prague, very curious about the cards. Yeah, I'll be really honest with you. The Scorpio reading, someone's already been very, very keen for me to do the Scorpio reading. It was an interesting one. The cards actually didn't shuffle. I didn't actually shuffle the cards. They were presenting themselves. The cards literally presenting themselves. So that was an interesting one. And his deck was we had a lot of mediumship. There was a lot of for some reason. I know James Van Prague is a medium, and so am I. There was a lot of medium energy. There was, I mean, we've already, I don't know if you've seen the latest comment on the Gemini reading. Apparently there's a ghost that appears in the reading. I'm trying to get the timeline, the timestamp down on that. But at the moment, they haven't come back to me. Thank you, Nina, for commenting on here, even though we're live. Maybe you're in the chat already. No. Okay, so let's have a look. Hi, Nina. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. We've got your deck here ready to go. Jale, I have a deck that I saw on your wish list, which I don't use. Dreams of Gaia. If you want, I will send it to you. Have you used it before? Have you used it before? Because I can. This is the thing. Pre-owned decks. I mean, I can sage them. That's not a problem. The only problem is I don't have a PO box set up because it's like an extortionate amount of money yet. So, you know what I mean? Maybe at some point in the future, I would definitely do that. Nina, yeah, I just saw your comment. It just popped up on my notifications and I said hi. And then obviously you've popped up in here. So you watched the Libra reading. Yeah, that was an interesting read, to say the very least. Oh, wow, with the Scorpio reading. Oh, yeah, the Scorpio reading was presenting cards I didn't even shuffle. This is why I've really got to get a camera. I can't afford it at the moment, but I want to at some point get a camera so you can see what happens. Because when I say I'm not shuffling them, these cards are literally being presented. And again, the Scorpio reading is a classic example of that. Both the Scorpio and the Sagittarius reading were very interesting for me. Mainly because it's giving me a snapshot of all of the polarity of energies really happening. Don't forget, we've got a new moon tomorrow as well, guys, in Virgo. So that's going to be a very big shift as well. This is the 16th today. Tomorrow's the 17th again. And check your, could well be that the new moon will be a different date where you're at. Okay, I'll save it, and whenever you're ready, then no worries. Yeah, I mean, at some point I do need to get a PO box, but yeah, I'm not spending like 600 quid. That it's extortionate amount of money for that. But thank you, I appreciate that, Rebecca. Mia, hi. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. I hope you're all good. And thank you to the 7 likes, guys. I appreciate that. Dad said that he sent you an email on Monday afternoon. Right, no much, but letting you know. Yes, hun. I've seen the email. I am planning on working with that tomorrow. I want, see, it's either this is the problem. It's a new moon, and I want to make sure. I don't want to. You got to be. Sometimes I've got to go with divine timing with this. Probably he wants an answer, and I understand that. Totally get it. But I want to make sure that I'm doing the best, if that makes sense. Oh, bless you. Okay, yeah, as long as he's okay, as long as he's all good, I'm happy with that. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're all doing very well. So, 8 likes. Let's jump in. Let's shout out to Tianina for the Oracle of the Fairies deck. We're going to use this deck first. Yeah, it's not 600. I'm being slightly dramatic, but it's like, I think it's like it's between 150 and like 300. It's a lot of, for me, I'm just like, I'm not really sure about how that's going to work out if we invest in that, because it's like, yeah, it's just a lot, isn't it? Okay, so first card we've got Tree Wisdom. Look at that beautiful energy. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds that it makes. Lots of music connections, guys. The Libra reading had a lot of music connections, but we've got a lot of music references. There's a card in the Sacred Rebels deck that I'm being shown in my head now, which is an interesting one. Are you trying to get me to pull this deck? Is this what this is? Let me pull this deck then. I was going to jump into this other deck, but if you know, you guys are in charge, so let's have a look. What are you trying to show me, Spirit? What is this? So I feel like we're probably going to read a lot of the new moon energy today, but let's see what comes up. Let's not limit it. Wow. 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 I mean, this energy again, amazing. Amazing energy. Heaven sent. I keep hearing music. That's all I'm hearing is music. It's like, again, and now I'm hearing a flute. Hang on, let me link in with this energy here. I'm hearing a flute. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Someone's tired. It's like this energy of very strong, draining energy here that they don't think they can get through it. But look at this energy that is being expelled through the third eye. Yeah, if you haven't already seen the Libra reading and you're drawn to it, I would also recommend watching the Calvin Harris video that I linked in the group. The signs were insane. There was actually a lightning bolt that was featured in the video, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I would definitely recommend it if you haven't already watched it. I mean, in the music video you picked up. Yeah, that exactly. The music video actually shows rainbow colors as well. It was just insane. The flute is definitely a sign for you. Okay, awesome. So this is interesting because we've this very strong grounded energy, right? And then we've got this very high vibrational energy here. It's like a polarity, isn't it? Because again, we've got the number 33, which is ascended master energy here. Let me tap into this. Okay, this is insane. Okay, I'm not going to moan about them giving me all these lovely energies, because let's be realistic, I'd rather that energy than something else. Okay, I don't know if this links to the musical with the same name. I don't know if there's references to the people playing in this musical, but I keep hearing A Star Is Born. There's a starseed here that has come to do a very specific job, and that job, that soul mission, is about to become active. I don't know why I want to say it like that. To Nina, yeah. I need to understand what these faces are. In fact, half of me doesn't want to, because I cringe. The one that you sent me, the timestamp you sent me of my face with me doing all this. And do you know what the worst part is I look at it and I think, oh my goodness, I'm literally my dad. That's all I can see is my dad or a family member, and I'm like, oh, okay. Star Is Born. And now I'm hearing, I don't know what this is. Is it? It's like an operatic. There's a musical energy here. And again, A Star Is Born is a musical, isn't it? The Love the Faces, Rebecca. I don't know what it is. Is it a Greek Turk thing? Is it? I don't know. You're gonna, Tianina, if you can start screenshotting them, please do. Or if you can timestamp when, because I'm intrigued. Half of me, like I said, doesn't want to acknowledge this. I still have not watched most of my TV appearance. Like, I just don't want to see that. I mean, to be fair, it kind of would be funny. That kind of would be funny. I keep getting A Star Is Born. And now they're saying A Star Is Made. Okay, so there's something about a birthright here that this is starseed mission. This is a starseed mission. Developed through time. Developed through time. There was okay, this is interesting. Do you like that movie? I've never seen it. I don't watch those kind of movies. They're not really my thing. The Disney and the musicals and all the girly stuff, not gonna lie, listen, I watched, this is why I don't tend to watch film, because before I did all this, I loved a good thriller. Anything that was a bit gritty, but because I can read everything, I'm like, I don't want to read all kinds of weird energy. So I tend to only watch films that I feel are going to uplift me. The new one, watch it. Which new one? What's it called? Okay, so I'm hearing Divine Birthright. I want to tap into this. What is this energy? This is okay. We need to honor. Let's do Amanda Ellis's deck. Shout out Amanda. I keep seeing Metatron. This is very Metatron energy. That's all I'm seeing at the moment is Metatron. There's something going on up there. That's all I keep seeing. Something's happening. That's all I keep seeing. Bradley Cooper. I don't know if I need to say any more than that. Just Bradley Cooper. That's the message. Bradley Cooper. Just yes. I haven't watched it either, but the references are very interesting. Yeah, Amanda. Love her work. Oh, awesome. Do you know Amanda? Awesome. This is her deck. Thank you so much, Amanda. Right, let's see. There's something about Metatron. There's something about Metatron here. Your face said it all. Yeah, they're trying to get my attention. Something's going on upstairs. Yeah, they're just saying it's big, which would make sense if you look back at the reads and the lives. Wink, wink. There's a lot going on, and it would make sense, you know. Title this video Bradley Cooper. That's it. That's the message. Listen, can I just say, if I went down that, because I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Bradley Cooper and Tom Hardy, I feel are very interesting characters. I'm saying it as if they're like really deep. Hi everyone, keeping quiet. I don't want any more love messages. Oh, Mark, listen, I read energy. There is no escaping. You don't want any love messages. Are you okay, mate? I hope you're okay. Yeah, I just keep hearing Dinah Ross. You can't hurry love. Scylla. Oh, hey, Mark, Rebecca, Tom Hardy. Oh, my word. Rebecca. I don't think you were around when I told the Tom Hardy lookalike story in Brighton. I don't think you were around for that. But yeah, Tom Hardy. You can tell my type, can't you? You can 100% tell my type. I'm not ready for out yet, lol. I'm not ready for out yet either, to be fair. I am and I'm not. You're not ready, bless you. I mean... Okay, there's... See... I do want to pick your brain, Mark. I'm not going to lie. I do want to pick your brain. We'll talk later. Rebecca, I wasn't. Hi, Susan. Hello. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Love the song "Shallow in a Star Is Born." Interesting. That's interesting. I've just said that, haven't I, about being, you know, I don't know how deep it is. That's an interesting one, isn't it? How that kind of reference has come up. Mark, cool. Rebecca, hi, Susan. Right. Something's up with Metatron here. Let me just, one sec. Oh, it's like that, is it? So they've got a gag order. There's a gag order on Metatron. They don't want to tell me what's going on. They're just saying you want to spoil it if we tell you. That's it. The song "Shallow." I'm gonna have to listen to that now. Okay, guys. If you thank you for the likes, by the way, guys. If you haven't listened to the song and you're drawn to it, and maybe have a look at the lyrics as well. But there's definitely something. I'm gonna be honest now. Joke. I'm going to be really honest. I'm joking. I'm going to keep doing that. And everyone's going to be like, after that meme thing. Right. Yeah. Have a look at the lyrics. There's definitely a sign in that. Listen to it all the time. Do you really? Maybe this is for you then. Metatron's trying not to show me something here. They're trying. Oh, hang on a minute. You know, when you're just like, why are you telling me this then? Why tell me if you don't want me to know? Like, do you not know that I'm just going to keep going until I find out? They're just saying, they're telling me don't do it. So why tell me this information? Right, let's not get too aggy. Let's see, before we start kicking off with the guides. We don't want any more of that energy. Right, let's have a look. What is going on here, Spirit? What are you trying to... Teasing? Yeah, it is very much the energy, and I'll be honest with you, the Sagittarius reading was ridiculous. They had me freaking under freaking bookcases, under wardrobes, hiding cards. I was like, I get it. There's something elusive happening here. It's the energy. There's definitely an energy coming here that's they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it from me, but because they're not doing a good job. It's like, and I'm just like, come on, man, you should know better than that. But they're saying, don't tap into this energy. Can't wait for the Sagittarius reading. It was for me, it was an interesting reading. It was an interesting reading because it kind of, without giving too much away, it gets into a bit more nitty gritty of what the blocks have been, if that makes sense. There's a lot more specific information about the blocks. About what has restricted them. If you're looking at again a love reading, which are probably Mark's going to be like, what the heck, please no more. Why are you telling me gyoza now? This is ridiculous. I'm tasting gyoza, vegetable gyoza. There's someone could be eating Asian food. I'm a Scorpio moon, so yeah, we are like private investigators. We are definitely like private investigators, Scorpio moons. If anyone else knows any Scorpio moons, we are usually all we can spot things, you know. And to be honest with you, I've always been that way. Why do I feel like this is a dud card? They're saying it is. I knew it. What did I just say? Archangel Metatron, he's up there. Who's down here? Sandalphon. With his harp playing music. They don't want to show me what's going on. They don't want to show me. And I know They're saying, don't look, don't look. Bottom of the deck, as above, so below. You cannot make it up. They're saying, okay, now I'm going to get all excited. I can't, not again. Listen, I have to, right, enough with the, this energy, I literally, when I get this information, sometimes I can't move, and do you know how frustrating it is? But I can't moan about it, because otherwise I wouldn't be getting the messages. It's how they give me the messages. But sometimes it roots me so far onto the spot. Look at that. Listen and take note. Wake up call. And look, a shell. Look at the background, lightning. This is not going to be another ridiculous reading. This is going to be another ridiculous reading. We are currently anchoring in everything we've been manifesting. Can I just say as well, do you know what? I'm really tempted to teach people how to manifest, because I'm telling you now, once you can see how to do it, I'll tell you honestly, it's interesting. But there's your wish is coming true. A star is born. So usually a star starts with a spark, doesn't it? The creative spark. That kind of, once there was nothing, then there's something, and then that evolves into more and more. There's essentially a manifestation that people have been creating in abundance up there that is about to be totally shown here. So if you've been in any doubt, it's like this is here. There's a musical element to it, because again, it's the vibration. There's a musical vibration that is, you're setting this kind of tone essentially. I don't know why, but they're saying vibrato. I don't sing. I wish we had Karen in here, because Karen's skillful. She'd probably know what that means. Vibrato. I'm just here vibrato now. I'm not a technical musical expert, but isn't vibrato a lower tone, which is more? Then I'm hearing throat chakra. Throat chakra is usually the mission. It's the kind of it's the soul path. It's the soul mission. So it very much implies. Did you hear that? Tell me you heard that. Please tell me you heard that. Please tell me you heard that. Did you hear it? Someone's having a giggle, aren't they? Someone is having, I feel like I'm on, is this Candid Camera? It's going to be, what was the English version of Candid Camera? Frickin' train. Could anyone miss it? I manifest all the time and I see it happen almost straight away these days. Can stop. Listen, I'm not doing this. I'm just the person that's presenting this information. I don't get in that train and pull the horn. Listen and take note. I mean, it's just, it gets, then this is hilarious. We've got signs on the bottom of the deck. just in case we didn't actually know what any of these things were. From spirit with love. Signs from spirit with love. Thanks. I'd never have guessed. Don't. I know, this is ridiculous. Do you know what the most insane thing is this is like my normal life. I'll sit outside and I'll see like a man walking in the clouds, and I'm like, what? And I'll be like, get my phone. And by the time I've got my phone, it's gone. And telling you now, no, this is part of again, this documented is great, because it means I can prove all this, essentially. So Spirit, you keep going with these amazing signs because it's just proving that Spirit is real, which is awesome, you know. So we've got a musical element. We've got Archangel Sandalphon with you now, okay? There's an earth, again, we're in Virgo season, so there's an earthly energy here, which is we're manifesting directly from upstairs. There's a very much a vertical upgrade coming up, okay? Can you make that face again? I didn't screenshot it. You're gonna listen. There are probably going to be 5 million more of these faces, girl, because it feels like this is just an ongoing thing. There's a mirror image. There's a mirror image. See, again, an upright triangle. I think is that masculine? I think the downright is the feminine. An upright triangle, again, half of a star. What did I just say? A star is born. There's signs everywhere. This is mirroring of the mirrored souls, the twin flames. I'm sorry, Mark, you're going to hate me. You're going to hate me because this, again, listen, I'll be honest with you, this is very much a love channel. The reason being, I've got Venus in Taurus, I've got a Taurus sun, you know, my Libra is in my midhaven. There's very much a Venus, theme. We need to pick your brains though, as one of the divine masculines that I can speak to freely. I've already got another divine masculine working on something for me, so I need to pick. We need to all pick your brains. Mark's like, oh god, please no. Right, I feel like we need to jump into this Jane Van Prague deck. Let's see what other ridiculous energies they're going to show us. Let's maneuver these cards to the position that they want to be in here so we can get going. Let's start. Okay, so Spirit, obviously you know, this is down to you guys now. Whatever you feel like you want to speak about, you do what you need to do. You do whatever you want to do, Spirit. They're talking about the new moon here. So you know Virgo is the Virgin. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but they're showing me that reference point. They're showing me that as a reference point, and now they're showing me a star constellation. I don't know what this star constellation is, but it begins with an O. O-U-C. Let me write this down. I need to research this because I don't know this star constellation, but they're showing me a star constellation. No, do you know what this is? I know what this is. This is the, you know how, I don't know if you remember a few months back, everyone lost their mind because there was a 13th constellation that was after Sagittarius and before Capricorn or something. It began with an O. This is what I'm referring to. There's something about that. Means this energy of this new moon is going to directly reflect around the period of December, January. Yes, exactly. It had a snake with it. Exactly. Right, let's see. Wait a minute. They're trying to show me something. I don't know why they're not just using the cards. I think it's because there isn't any cards to show for this, possibly. Do you know this is about Kundalini rising? Hey, Karen. Hey, vibrato. As soon as you come in here, let me ask you a question. Hope you're doing well. We were just talking and channeling lots of music references, and I know that you're pretty tuned, you know, you're up to date with music and stuff. Vibrato, is that a lower tone? Vibrato, they're showing me vibrato. There's a reference point to that. The first couple of minutes, the first kind of 29 minutes, you might want to watch back because there's a lot of music references here. So okay, this is blowing my mind. Okay, so there's way too much information coming through, Spirit. You're telling me too much. Okay. You know how you make noise and then there's objects that reverberates off of and it creates an echo? This you cannot make up. Can you hear that police siren? It's getting louder. If you can't hear it, it's gonna come in the background. 432 hertz. Is that not that's releasing negativity, that energy? That's very linked. And I would 1000% be making a note of that. If you make music, especially, because it's a miracle tone, that energy. Do you hear it? The slight trembling in the voice, mostly towards the end of a long note. Thank you, Karen. Someone, okay, this is very out there now. I'm trying to understand how they can do this. Someone is very proficient up here, where they've created a communication up there that's going to reach here. So in the fifth dimension, someone has sent some communication and it's physically going to reach the three-dimensional reality. A little bit like this, a little bit like the vibrato, a little bit like the music reverberating off a hillside and an echo coming back. It's exactly like that. A little bit like this card here. There's can you see we've got double tree wisdom as well? We've got now we've got a tree here and a tree here. This is a willow, 2 tree wisdoms. So the tree is roots, right? It's like you can't see it. The tree you can see because it's visual, isn't it? You can see the seed was planted, it's grown, right? You're going to see the roots, the fruits of the labor, and it's going to be reflected. It's like this. I mean, there's a union here. There's a union. It's a total mirroring of what's going on up there. This is the thing. We've got denial. Someone is manifesting. Someone's been asking for the truth, but they've been doing it in the sleep state. They've been manifesting in sleep state. The truth is about to come here. The star is born. It's like the star is Aquarius energy. It's that future orientated energy, isn't it? It's that light. You know, the sun is a star. You know, the denial. How many times have we heard these trains? I don't remember ever hearing trains. It's more symbolic. It's like someone is in denial. It's like their higher self is trying to wake them up. Look, wake up call. Can you hear? Can you see? Listen and take note. Their fifth dimensional selves are dropping seeds to reflect a truth so that they can understand the signs. And if it's not them, it's you. It's both of you working to manifest signs and to wake something up. Scylla, keep singing that. I'm telling you, keep singing that. In fact, there's something here about the throat chakra. Oh, you're joking, are you? Oh my. There's a block in throat chakras. There's a major block. There's a major block with throat chakras. My right shoulder's hurting me as well. Is anyone else's? Interesting. Right is the masculine. Let's see. It's just done it again. The cards have just presented. Didn't even do anything. My face said everything. My right shoulder is at the back. We need to look at that, because don't forget what we've been talking about and it's gone from, has this been since yesterday? Has this been since Monday? Yeah, I'm feeling that. Let me know when it's back. Can you let me know when it's back? Are you back? Oh, perfect, guys. Right, awesome. Right, get your, well, maybe we'll address this in the group, because apparently there's the spirit saying keep going. Listen, no wonder they're not showing me this. Then no wonder they're trying to keep quiet. Is that adding up to anyone? Notice the common references here. Notice the common references. Notice the common references on these cards. I'm trying to be careful because they don't want me talking about this. They don't want me talking about this. That's why we're getting cut off. You remember when I said to you they're trying to hide something? Oh, look, a card has just placed itself in my finger. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life, the opportunity that it's presenting, and worry. It says, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. This new moon that's starting tomorrow, I feel like this is what we're looking at here. The energy of this is, I just keep hearing congratulations. And I'm hearing, again, January, that reference to January. There's going to be a connection point here between all of this energy, what I've just said that then they don't want me to talk about, and January. There's damn it, I can't. It's so frustrating when I can't talk. Where are we going with this, spirit? Where are we going? Where are we going here? Where are we going? Yeah, I need to get some new decks is what I need. That's what I'm feeling like. There's definitely new energy coming in here. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what else they're going to tell us. Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate that. Right, let's have a look. If you aren't sure what I was referring to, what did I just say? What was the last thing I just said? If anyone remembers, before I chose this deck. The lion is my own drawing. The lion is my own drawing. He is my guide. It's actually a tiger, but yeah, same. I mean, it was drawn on Lionsgate. You know, it was drawn on Lionsgate last year when I was waiting for my cousin to give birth, because she had a very hard birth. And well, I mean, to be honest with you, there's millions in there. But yeah, the owl. It's because my chair kept blocking my owl, which is the discernment and gives me a heads up when there's unfavorable energies here. This guy is the trump card, but there's also a few other little extras that I'm definitely not going to let people know about, because like I said, it's let people figure it out. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, what was the last thing I said? I said congratulations, didn't I? It's a celebration here. Again, with this flower, this growth, all right? This looks very much like a seed that was planted. No, it's no worries. There's, again, I was very drawn to actually draw another one yesterday, but Spirit want me to do it on a very specific day because I've got to get the energy right. Yes, I did go to art school as well, so the drawings that I do are very spiritually inspired. Maybe one day I'll do some time lapse of me drawing or something, I don't know, but the energy, this is more energetic. The owl was more, I mean, look, there's a lot of these guys in here. This sketchbook, this is what I mean by I've got too many notebooks everywhere. Is I've got sketchbooks, I've got notebooks, I've got all kinds of weird things. Yes, this guy. Oh, thank you. That's, bless you. I mean, I like drawing. I like art, so it's just something that I enjoy doing, and obviously it helps me connect with my guides. I highly recommend, if you're developing your ability, to draw your guides, because it will create a rapport. In fact, one of the reasons that my guides and me are very close is because I take time, like any other person. I have quality time with my guides. Because again, it's like a relationship, isn't it? And if they're helping me and you're, vice versa, then there has to be work time together. It's the same thing. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're developing your ability, to look at that personally. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. That's very sweet. Yeah, he's, like I said, I think the owl was blocked the other day, but he's not. He ain't blocked. And like I said, there's one other one that I want to get him down as well, but he doesn't. I've also got Archangel Michael in that sketchbook. When he appeared to me, someone in this chat, I actually did them a personal reading. I won't call them out because they may not want me to mention it. And they appeared during the reading, and I was like, and then literally as soon as I finished the reading, I was like sketching because I wanted to capture that energy. I never finished it. I never ended up, because he went. I was like, can you please? And he was like, I have to go. And I was like, no worries. Is this how you see your guides in your mind, or do you see them in a physical form? It's the energy. To be honest with you, it depends. It depends which. Okay, how do I explain this? Sometimes I will see them. Yes, a lot of the time I will see them. Sometimes it's a noise, a smell of, and then as you start developing the rapport, you usually it will end up looking like that, because they're coming into form, so to speak. They're more pronounced. So yeah, visually, usually I do. Yeah, my drawings will be stick figures. So we've got as above, so below, and now we've got what you want wants you. There's a lot of sacred geometry. This is the sacred, the golden ratio. My right arm is now hurting me. This is a giving arm. Someone wants to give, but they don't feel like they can at the moment. Let me jump into this. I want to grab a tarot deck here. Where are we going with this one? Okay. Interestingly, I picked this tarot deck before we started, and now they're like, we're ready to use this deck. Okay, so this is the Wild Unknown tarot deck. It's one of my favorite ever tarot decks. I won't pull it out until I feel like I want to, mainly because there's something about the energy of these cards. I don't know what it is. I love this deck. I'm a very big Kim Kranz fan. She did the archetype cards and also the Wild Unknown. I really do like the energy that she's created with these cards. So let's have a look. Let's see, what is the message, Spirit? What is it that you're trying to show me here? Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers, all right? Can you see we've got more winged creatures this time with a rainbow background? The two birds are flying home, but first there's a little what's the word? Guides. No, that's not, U-turn is not the word I'm thinking of. Why can I not think of the word? The first oracle deck was her, an animal spirit deck, beautiful too. Yeah, I do like the animal spirit deck, but to be honest with you, every time I've looked at the cards, they're not screaming at me. When I pick the decks, they're the ones that, like, for example, this Kim Kranz one, the archetypes one, that has been screaming at me, along with the Jane Van Prague Soul's Journey one, for a while now. Because I know there's messages in there and that I have to get them out. Do you know what I mean? So I'll go with the priority and what the guides think. But I mean, at some point, I'm sure she'll, because I do like her work. It's the same with the Keepers of the Light. It's the same with Lily Moses and the illustration on Keepers of the Light, because it's just like that energy that she's captured. The illustrator here did an amazing job, because the energy in these cards are so easy to read. The illustrator, Lily Moses, I actually did look at her artwork on her website. Anyway, I digress. This is a pit stop. It sounds awful the way I've said that, but it's the easiest way I can say it. There's a journey home here of two souls, these mirrored souls that are, again, want what you wants you. But there's it's like there's a total inch gap. It's so close to being in completion, but there's some earthly, not distractions, but extras that need to be taken care of. This is very similar to the Sagittarius reading, if I'm totally honest with you, but let me just see if I can get some further messages. So this is the number 5 and this is a number 6 card. 5 is about change. Let's have a look. What else they're going to show us here about this energy? Let's see, Spirit. Thank you for your likes, guys. We've got the Chariot. Interestingly, with the sun in the background and the moon on the forehead with the star. Interestingly, that we've been talking about the star. Interestingly, we've been talking about the new moon. This here is a manifestation that is being brought down on this new moon. Okay. Third eye. There's an expansion here. There's a big expansion here. It's the manifestation. It's the manifestation of what has been manifested, materialized, however you want to say it. It's the call. It's that soul call. Sandalphon. There's it's almost like a triggering energy. Now, Chariot is very Cancerian energy. We've got Gemini, Cancer. We've got air energy here. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let me move it. We've got 15,000 decks here. Let me move this. I don't want to stop at this point, so let me just keep moving this, because I know I'm going to get into a rhythm here in a minute, and that'll be it. I don't want to have like space issues. Let's see. At one point, I want a giant desk, but that's in the future, because this is going to help me a lot. Anyway, let's see. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. No. Trying to be calm about this, but he is indeed Cancer Sun. Oh, you haven't? Oh, interesting. Let's see what the next card is then, shall we? Oh, Kel Surprise. It's a lightning bolt. Oh, well, I mean, where have we seen that before? That's interesting. I've never heard of the lightning bolt referencing. That's really interesting. And out of all the decks we've got here, me to pick this out today, completely forgetting the 8 of Wands, is in fact this card. And a star, yeah. Scylla. Very, very frightening me. Listen, you got to remember, I'm very intense. My energy is very intense, right? So the messages are going to be very intense. Mark, it is very frightening. It is very frightening. There's so much I want to say right now. There's so much I want to say. Oh no, I've just heard a song. Oh no, I can't. Bottom of the, so okay, this can be movement. So forward movement. There was a detour. This was the detour. They're now coming back home. Full force ahead. Chariot. 8 of Wands. They're moving back to where they needed to go. They're flying home for the roost. This is the migration of birds as well. This is the migration. They did a detour. Now they're coming back. This is going to be named the detour or the star. Haven't worked out which. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Daughter of Wands. Messages, communication. What did I say? There's a message that was manifested that hasn't reached here yet, okay? But it's being manifested because there has to be, this is going to trigger movement forward, right? In the middle of this is the wand, the Ace of Wands, in the middle of the snake. I mentioned Kundalini energy, January time, which is that triggering of that spark. I mentioned the star as a spark, the Ace of Wands is a spark. The Ace of Wands is that forward movement. I've just heard Kiss from a Rose by Seal. We've got the flowers in the middle. Full steam ahead. This is full steam ahead. This, again, with the rainbow colors as well. I mean, it did it just get, here we go. Here we go. We got a butterfly here as well. This is the detour that they were in. The pause point, the fact that there was no movement in the physical is because they were detouring. They went and did a few loops. They did a few rounds. You, them, whoever you feel that you fit into within the storyline. Maybe it's them, maybe it's you. I just keep hearing coming home to roost. Coming home. The wing references. The wings. Denial. Lol. The wings. Listen and take note. The call with the thunder. As above, so below. The wings. You need a contract dissolving first. Yeah. Trying to phrase things that are not going to give too much information away for people's privacy. Everyone's at a different stage on this journey. The only time a soul contract usually hasn't been fulfilled is because a lesson hasn't been learned, in my opinion. Forgiveness is a very, I mean, it sucks sometimes. Literally sucks. If you are still angry with this journey, I would recommend you look at that immediately. If not immediately, then when you can, because this is screaming out that, again, look, we've got worry, fear, transmuting that fear. It's, again, with the gratitude card, it's the tree wisdom. You don't have to totally understand all of the journey and why, but if you haven't, by the way, if you can hear noise upstairs, we've got someone upstairs here that's making loads of noise. I apologize. Don't know if you could hear that, but I apologize. Let me see if I can get back onto that trail of thought, because this is distracting for me. One sec. Forgiveness. If you've been through a very tough journey, either with alone or with your person, we have to practice gratitude here, because if we're in an energy of, trust me, how many times have you seen me do a live? Like, I'll give you a classic example, my birthday. If anyone remembers my birthday live, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. right? And if you could hear that, I do apologize. It was a nightmare. Look at my stream the other day, the 1,000 thank yous, you know, subscribers. It was for me, it was a nightmare. That was a nightmare for me, right? And fighting from the whole lockdown to try and get videos out that are not got, you know, people screaming in the background, or that, and you can hear swearing or music playing, or was a nightmare for me. Like, I cannot express to you how much I've had to be like tunnel vision with this over the last few months. But there's a reason. We're being built to be prepared. This is not, listen, all of those circumstances, that's their issue. Anyone that's been involved in these things that haven't learned, that's their issue now. And trust me, they will learn. They will, oh, trust me, they will learn. 1,000%. They already are, right? But your job, from where I'm looking at, and by all means, you do as you feel like you need to, is to try and smooth your own journey out, right? And if you're in this place of, I hate this journey, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. There's a block. There'll be a block. It's going to test you. You're going to want to rip your hair out. You're going to listen. You think I'm on this live feed and I come off and I click my heels like freaking someone out of Mary Poppins, and get on a little unicorn and fly off? No, I've got my own battles, but I'm not going to sit on a live and bore everyone to death about them, because no one wants to hear about that, you know. But I do my own thing. I have my own shadow, like we all do. But it doesn't mean to say the journey's been easy for me. It hasn't. It totally hasn't. Because I'm still trying to deliver messages whilst getting freaking, you know, all these curveballs left, right, and centre. What if someone remains angry because they can't say why a lesson was necessary? Then they will keep having the same lesson until it's learned. End of story. End of story. You've got to remember, we're in the sandwich between when Jupiter has gone direct and Saturn is about to go direct. Trust me when I say the 29th of September, when all these things start, the cogs start turning, if things have not been set right and you're not in a viewpoint or this balanced energy, especially with this new moon tomorrow, this is what they're trying to gear you up for. Look at because again, look at the reading yesterday. You watched and you were here for that. There's millions of other reasons that happened. For one reason, I'm very proficient at healing myself. I can sit and scan myself and remove what I need to remove. I know that sounds ludicrous, but it's true. They will throw me curveball. Listen, you got to remember, your higher self will determine what comes through, what experiences you have. If your higher self deems an experience necessary, the higher self will let it through, because it means that there's a process of evolution, of growth, right? And is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. It's going to be, some of it is soul wrenching, gut wrenching, and horrific, because it means you're at your most vulnerable. You're not in a security element. There's an unsure element about the whole thing, and you're not in a comfort zone. You're totally out of you're like a fish out of water. But this is happening. This is like growth. No one ever said this was going to be easy. No one. Now, for those people who haven't gone through this, I apologize. This is not meant to scare people. These are for the people who have fought, and you guys are going to know who you are. We're not into a competition of who's gone through the hardest life. Everyone has got their own things, right? What I'm saying to you is that we must find our own peace. It's very important. Bless you, Tia Nina. So this is about being as comfortable as possible, being as at peace with yourself and your own energies as possible, and then having a mirroring with another soul. All right. I asked for a miracle in June. The next day, 8 angels turned up in my living room and gave me a healing for 90 minutes. Wow. They don't freaking do that with me. Do you know what they say to me when I've asked for that before? They're like, you need to do this. And I'm like, because they want me to learn every element of healing that there is. That's just what they want me to do. So they will throw all kinds in, because it's like a training process. They do it all the time. I've asked them 15,000 times and they're like, because we need you to learn. You have to learn you have to learn every element. Yeah, Mark, I mean, I believe you. I believe you 100%. Because it means that they obviously intercepted in something that was probably very severe, and that wasn't a part of a karma, or wasn't a part of a soul contract, or was a rebalancing needed to take place, and so they obviously intervened. With me, they just everyone's got, you got to remember, everyone's got a different soul contract. So again, my throat chakra's really playing up now. Mark, I might be picking up on you there, but it's like they yeah, so again, it's about understanding the lesson with that. No, it's not, don't worry about it, Mark. It's not the end of the world. Hello, Phoenix. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's about taking the lesson and understanding it. So as I was saying, there's supposed to be a cohesion here and a balance, essentially. So again, don't forget, you've got two worlds meeting here that are, it's not always going to be a balanced, smooth landing, let's say. So when you're anchoring this down into the third dimension, it's not always going to be very smooth, if you know what I'm saying. What was I going to say? I'm totally thrown now. What's that? Wow. That was a lot of information in one card. Okay. There's a heck of a lot of healing happening here. Now my hands are hurting me, my right hand. They just keep saying forgiveness. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Seven of Cups, and we've got the Hanged Man. This is fear. This is 1000% fear. Can you see here with the Seven of Cups, you've got the Sun and the Moon in polar opposite ends of the spectrum. You've got one cup in the middle, and you've got 6 cups either side. It's about a balancing act of the feminine emotions, the masculine ego, and so on and so forth. There's a resistance here. It's like the final layers of this, you know, ego. If someone's wearing a mask, it's like they're being peeled off right now. This is basic. Oh, here we go. Got a crane fly here now. They're slowly being peeled away, slowly. It's what's going to be manifested for this new moon. It's what's going to be coming up for this Virgo moon. Again, this anything that is not meant to be. Again, can you see the Four of Pentacles there? Can you see it's all tied in? Everything's been tied in. There's a resistance. Again, things being bound together, tied together. There's a timing issue with this, with the Hanged Man. There's a timing issue. I'll be honest with you, this is some really interesting information though. This is a merging of the two very unique souls in the physical. Exactly. It's like, can you see? It's like they're trying, every element's trying to find its place. Hence the process, the Hanged Man, the process of, again, this manifestation. Again, this process of this manifestation, heaven sent, divinely guided, that's now anchoring into the third dimension, and people are being woken up here with the lightning and all this other energy here, and things are going to start moving very quickly. So in the physical, where things were trying to be slotted together, it's like they're being everything, all the loose ends are being tied up, is how I want to say this. Am I sensing group collective? I mean, isn't that usually what I do? I'm confused. Am I sensing group collective? I mean, I hope I am. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm reaching for. Hopefully. What else do I usually read? Do I usually read something else? Wow. Okay. 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 The Tower. So we're reading for the energy at the moment. We've got a new moon tomorrow. This is from where I'm looking at the general collective energies of the group I'm reading for. I can't sit and promise that every single human being is going to be going through this. Well, I do get particular energies, not always group. I mean, obviously I can read individual energies as well. I'm still confused. What's the question? The readings, I'm so confused. The readings have always been a collective reading. Could you give me a bit more sort of clarity with the question? I'm still confused. Never mind. I'm really confused. Does anyone else? I don't get it. I mean, this is the group I'm reading for, so which, as far as I know, is the collective. I'm still confused. What am I missing? Like, I'm confused. It's good. Go on. No, carry on. I'm intrigued what you meant. I didn't understand. Phoenix, yes, she's picked up on me. I always feel collective, and what rings true to me is mine. Well, there seems to be dominating energies at the moment. So I'm confused. So because there's dominating energies, is that not a collective energy? Because that is the collective. If you're not in it at the moment, it doesn't mean to say that this is not the collective. It just means that you haven't experienced that. If you're saying you don't resonate with the information, either number one, this is not for you. Number two, you haven't experienced that yet, or you're not going to experience that yet. Now, obviously, there's 18 other people in here. I don't know. For some people, it's going to ring true. For some, it hasn't happened to them yet. For some of them, it won't. But this is usually how I do the readings. That's why I'm so confused about what the question is, because that's why I'm trying to define what exactly you wanted to figure out. If you're saying it doesn't resonate, that's fine, because it's not going to resonate with everyone. This is the message they would like to give, the spirit, you know. So this is why I'm confused. Why this is not why you think this wouldn't be a collective reading? I'm confused. I'm still confused. No, it's all good. I'm still confused though. I'm still confused. What am I missing something? If anyone else gets it, please by all means educate me, because I genuinely don't understand the question. There's a manifestation. Let me recap. There's a manifestation that people have been manifesting in the ethers that is about to be anchored here. Okay. There is a part 2 happening around January, February. Okay. But the new moon tomorrow, you will start seeing an accumulation of that. There was originally a detour that happened. Okay. I'm so confused by this question. If I mean, look, if this is not resonating with everyone, or and if everyone's sat here, all 20 of you saying no, this does not resonate with me, please let me know now, because then we can either move on to something that does. Am I being thick? I feel like I've lost my brain at this point. I'm so confused. I'm confused. Please enlighten me here. There's dominating energies. Yeah, of course there's dominating energies. Jupiter's just gone direct and we've got Saturn about to go direct at the end of the month. Of course there's dominating energies. We're on a planet where there's a dualistic energy. I mean, I'm even more confused. Maybe Phoenix, you're picking up on the energies. I don't freaking know. I don't know. I'm even more confused than what I was 5 minutes ago. Am I real? Am I live? Listen, I'm confused as well. I'm confuffled. I'm with you, Mark. I'm also confuffled. I'm double confuffled. I'm discombobulated and confuffled here. It is either this whole reading with all these reference points to the angel wings and the lightning strikes. I'm so freaking confused. Please, someone enlighten me. I'm all ears. What am I reading then? If this is not, I totally understand this is a group reading. So what are you saying? Are you saying that this is not a collective reading and that you would like me to phrase it as it's a group reading? I'm confused. I look forward to the collective reading. As always, get something great out of it. This reading totally resonates. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate your feedback. Yes, Phoenix. Boom, lightning strikes. No, because I don't understand I'm so totally confused with what your point is. Maybe again, I'm all ears. Please enlighten me, Phoenix. I'm all ears. Yes, you love this too. Please go on. I'm lost. As my third eye dropped out somewhere. Yeah, for me too. Always insightful. Thanks, Rebecca. I mean, what is going on, y'all? I don't know. Phoenix was a bit confused and asked a question, so I was confused by the question and asked, and I'm waiting on what the question was. I don't know what on earth this is. Hi, Mia. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Carry on. You asked if it was a group collective reading, and I didn't understand the question because I said yes, it was a collective reading. Yes, this is a collective reading. So I'm confused. We've got the tower with the lightning here. Okay. We've also got the Seven of Swords, masks being removed, masks. All of the things that people hold on to that they don't fully understand is being siphoned through something. So there's going to be a very big awareness and a shift for apparently not the collective, but a small group of people that are on a different planet to Earth. Bottom of the deck, okay, we've got Seven of Swords. So this is a chrysalis. This is an immersion of an evolutionary energy here, okay? There's a shift. As above, so below. Manifestation. That has been manifested. Right. The trains confirm the the train has confirmed the answer. The Chariot, okay. The new moon, as you can see. The Emperor energy, okay. So what does all this mean? You are manifesting in the physical, and there is going to be a moment where things that people hide behind, usually that they're not comfortable talking about, is going to be totally removed. All of the fear element that, again, is usually not addressed is going to be totally removed. This is about conquering fear, okay? Because there's a grounding of all this change, this shift. There's a shift in this whole element. This energy here that we started off with, remember, they're coming home. So they were en route to go home, and then they had a detour. That was the original cards we started off with. We started off with this card, which is the Lovers. And remember, we pulled a card that was referencing a detour, do you remember? Which was the Five of Swords. This confusion, don't know what's going on, have got a mask, I don't understand. This is exactly what I'm referencing in the general collective, okay? Because there is a breakthrough that is about to happen, all right? Tower moment with the masculine, all right? Everything being pieced together, tied together, a removal of everything that was restricting the original energy. Removal of that. Signs everywhere. Signs everywhere. From spirit with love, okay? Another bird, wings, messengers, okay? Now, this may not be very obvious to some people. The trains, the you know, all of this other energy may be totally over people's heads, but at some point the penny is going to drop, okay? The penny is going to drop because there's a denial here. Denial. You don't want to see something. The feathers, yes, the feathers, yeah, the feathers, of course. The denial, not seeing the full truth, distorted realities, seeing things how you want to see them, not fully understanding something. Again, perspective shift. We've gone from the Hanged Man, which is all about gaining a new perspective, because there's a rebirth here, new moon coming up. King of Pentacles with the star in the antlers, the rainbow, obviously antlers here. The star, we started off talking about the sun being a star. This is a manifestation. The King of Pentacles is usually someone that's stable in the physical, okay? Very, very stable physically. This is an upgrade to the physical. So all the earthly concerns, security, the base natures, this is being upgraded. It's being stripped of all the things that weren't serving. This is what's being upgraded here. The moon and the high priestess. The keeper of the secrets, because the something is in the ethers up here. So while this is all going on and everyone's grounding their energy and trying to, you know, remove all these kind of confusions, they're manifesting something new to come in January. Yeah. Yeah. I've had it in a reading where there was a feather just dropping down and I was like, what? It's like they're opening things up and they're just dropping it in. Yeah. Oh no, I totally makes sense. The moon and the high priestess. This is the keeper of the secrets. There's something, a truth of all to be revealed here. Look, you've got the moon, the double new moon, right? So if it's not a mask, it's a truth. Don't forget we had the tower, the masculine element again. Action, the truth about the whole thing. So there's going to be a reveal, another reveal. A feather flew out of my cupboard today and I literally looked around to see if anyone was joking with me. Oh no, I totally believe it. So there's definitely an influence here, okay, of the unknown, all right? The unknown. that, again, right at the beginning of the reading, we said Metatron had a little secret. Metatron had a little secret there. And they were like, because they don't want us looking constantly up there, because it's not where we need to be focused on. That's why they're not giving it to me. I mean, I could dig, but they're saying no. So, you know, not much I can do there. Here we go. This is the very strong theme at the moment. This theme is really strong at the moment. Independence. Anything that you are still not reliant on, or you're reliant on other people for, is being removed. This is the theme of this. Ready, and there's like a queue upstairs with something else coming in, right? Which they're not gonna let me tell you. Sorry, just they're not gonna. It's just they're saying no. So can you see the feathers protecting the 9 coins? There's something there which is part of what I've just mentioned that is about to come through into the reality, because 9 Pentacles is all about the physical reality. I'm sure I could sit and tune in and get all the information, but I don't really want to stitch everyone up, or me, because there's a reason Spirit is saying don't look. Come on, Digibite. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you really want me to help you with your manifestation, can you let me know when it's back up, guys? Let me know when the feed's back up. Hi guys, they don't want me mentioning this information. They want me away from it. They just want you to focus on you and your independence and the healing, because they're trying to hide all this. Hence the High Priestess, the keeper of the secrets. They don't want me on this. And as you can see, the tiger, there's no nothing is a coincidence with these readings. So with the energy at the moment, the focus, exactly, the tiger, yeah, the focus is, there's definitely movement here, and there's definitely shift around a payout here, right? Well, I don't want to go into too much detail because they'll cut me off again. Focus on what you know is still, like, for example, for me, they want me to focus on this writing 100%. That's why they keep throwing this stuff at me. But wouldn't this be part of our healing? In what way? What do you mean? What part of what healing? Because the timing is off sometimes when I say things. So by the time I've said it, the comment comes up 5-10 minutes later. So I never know what people are referring to. So when I'm asking a question and saying I'm a bit confused, I'm not being an idiot. I'm just, well, I probably am. But it's because when I speak, the chat is not in alignment with when I say these things. So the healing should be on the self. The healing should be on the self. Usually I'll do my meditation. And I even said to you, I'm going to have to increase my meditation. Do you remember I kept saying that? Well, I've had to. So I'm doing 2 45-minute sessions a day now. If it helps, it helps. I'm not going to moan about that, because quite honestly, I enjoy it. But, you know, and if it means that because obviously I had time yesterday to do what I needed to do, but I've still got 1,000,001 things I need to do. They want me to focus on my research, my healing, and the writing. They keep on me for that. That's all they want me to do right now, you know. But obviously part of that is also my own healing, because to heal others, I need to know a lot of myself, all of myself, Yeah, it is. It's very heavy. The energy is very heavy, but this is all of, okay, let's put it in this terminology. The mask you wore from age 3, when you were around parents who didn't accept the loudness, or didn't understand what your path was, or didn't understand you, or when you went to school, the people that didn't accept you, the mask you put on then, or the layers of protection that it's the shift in the programming of what you've been used to doing, that it's like finally you're peeling all these layers off. Yeah, but Mark, I mean, I'll be really honest with you, it's like freaking bliss. If I'm sorry for delaying me responding to the comment, like I said, there's always a delay when I speak and then the chat comes up. It's a delay. So again, just to kind of clarify that, but in case it doesn't make sense, because it does take a while for the comments to come through when I speak. So it's like a nice break. I go on a little vacation when I go and do my meditation, because I'm like a sponge. I absorb everything. And so I have to keep on this and keep on this and keep on this. And that's part of my own healing, because they want me to be, and this is just why I'm saying this, is what the focus is. Again, the new moon, Virgo is the healer. Virgo is the healer. So it's the mask, the ego, anything you need to work on, basically. Would you consider running manifestation class in the future where attendees pay to learn manifestation? Sorry for asking a rather rude question. That's not rude at all, Mia. See, the thing with manifestation is there'd have to be some level of healing, that there'd have to be a certain, and it sounds really, now my response is going to sound rude. Your Virgo and Libra reads were insane. I referred you. Keep on, keep on. Thank you, Phoenix. What was I going to say? The Virgo energy is very much about healing. So the new moon, put it this way, any weaknesses you've got, work on them. It's like I've got I've got one thing I'm doing tomorrow, 2 things, but the rest I'm going to work on me. And again, the weekend, because the new moon has to be, and this is the thing. For anyone that's still in confusion about my guides, they are on it with me for a reason, because I have to keep going with it, and it's not because I'm like I am probably a little bit weird, but it's just the way I have to do it, because when I'm healing me, it makes me learn, so this is the energy they're looking at, is the healing energy of the self. All right, the masks, anything that you're worrying about, anything you're in denial about, this is again what they want you to focus on. Okay, let's have a look. How ironic, the stairway up to the new moon. I mean, thanks guys. The moon is about emotions. The moon is obviously rules water. We are made up of 70% water. Rules the tides. Okay, water's a very good conductor. Is that how I want to say it? I don't know why I said that in a Turkish accent, but I did. Conductor. That's so random. I don't know who was trying to channel from me, but channeling electricity, the surge, this is a process. But the 9 of Wands is that wounded warrior energy. All right. It's also a number 9 card, which is about endings. Bottom of the deck is the Sun, which is illumination and truth. So there is going to be an element of truth that is brought in as well. Conductor. Scylla. I don't know why that made me laugh, but it did. Did it? Showdown's going up to the stairs. Yeah. There's a reveal. It's like there's masks coming off here. It's the muggles. It sounds awful the way I say that, but it is. It's a lot of muggles are going to start going. I've already had it. I do get that sometimes. They're like, oh, I never am interested in psychic readings, but I don't know, your energy made me cry. And I was like, yes, good, because now we're waking everyone up. Good, let me keep posting this. But yeah, it's this kind of curtain, the veil, the high priestess, the veil of this healing, how far you've come, and also maybe a little bit more healing to go, depending on what you've done and what you need to do. Wow. The world. With the stars around it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. I just keep hearing full circle. And then we've got the 3 of Wands. There's something, again, we're manifesting for the future here. Bottom of the deck is strength, Leo energy. We've got a figure 8 infinity in the third eye. The sun with a rose. We did mention Kiss from a Rose earlier on in the reading by Seal. The rose, as I've mentioned before, is you know, you pluck a rose when it's ready. That's when. This is the reveal. Can you see the flame? It's being revealed. So inspiration within you, any spark of, again, this is the Ace of Wands. So a spark is revealed. So anything hidden, if there's a twin flame situation that was, you know, in the shadows, something's going to be revealed. Maybe if people weren't publicly aware. Now, don't panic. Obviously, some people are going to sit there and go, oh my goodness, this can't be revealed. But it's more the awareness of depth of feeling from where I'm looking at. Your readings also want to make me drink. Well, that's not ideal. That's not the look we're going for here. I'm not gonna lie. That's not the look we're going for. That card looks like you're drawing. Oh, what, the lion? Where is he? He's disappeared again. Oh no, strength. Yeah, I mean, I drew that on the Lion's Gate, which is very much Leo energy, and it was when, as I say, there's a lot of meaning behind that drawing. Yes, my cousin had a baby during that reading. There's a million other things I can tell you about all that referencing. Obviously she's a Leo as well, so yeah. Right, let's see. Again, something new coming, as I've mentioned, the fall. This is Aries energy, but this is the brand new, fresh start, new beginning. Can you hear that motorbike? What is this? Is this this way? What is this? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Pentacles. So there's a little weight, and the weight is that there's about, again, this is number 1, this is Libra season, justice in the reverse, but there's something that it needs to balance first. All right, so if you're thinking, oh yeah, you know, like obviously we've read for Libra's reading, there's movement, there's big shift for Libra, but the majority, it's like the energy is showing itself, but the physical, it's not like this. I mean, there's going to be some people hooking up and reconnecting, but for the majority, there's still the physical differences that need to be anchored in. Like a lot of the twins are very different, and so again, with the plus minus charge of the lightning, you can't just suddenly go from 2 totally different worlds or 4 totally different worlds. There's a closure of maybe individual paths and learning, but the bigger path feels like there's more to it. This was the card that you were referring to with the rose, I think. Yeah, the strength energy. Again, enlightenment, truth. There's lots of truth coming. Again, this truth energy that's being revealed here from where I'm looking at. High Priestess, Keeper of the Secrets. Hierophant with the lightning on the key, which is very much Libra energy with the key, and the lightning we've been referencing before. Hierophant is high love. And the 10 of Pentacles is legacy and high learning. As you can see, it's gone from the 9 to the 10. So a reveal happening about a deeper love that will stand the test of time. There's a reveal coming, guys. We've got the key and the lightning. The high priestess, which is the keeper of the secrets. This here is that it's the key to the door, yeah, and the court. And a what? I don't know what that is. Yeah, can you see the progression? We've got 2 for the high priestess, and then it goes from 5 to 10. So things are going to move very quickly. This is it's again secrets being revealed. I wish they'd just let me read from what this secret is, but they keep, again, the feed shuts off every time I start getting too close. They do not want me talking about this. There's going to be a reason. I mean, it sounds very cop-out-y, like, oh yeah, all right then, you're not much of a psychic then if you can't tell the secret. Well, that's great, but I'm not about to start messing my own karma up. Thanks, but no thanks. You know, sorry, not after the stuff I'm dealing with personally. Sorry, not going to happen. So let's see, because it's me that has to get myself out of it. It's not like I can sit and go to someone and be like, hi, because they'll be like, oh, I don't know how to help you. So I have to look out for myself. That sounds really stupid though I said that, but it just is the way it is. That exactly as my guides say it as well. Okay, so what I do want to do though is I want to jump into these cards because there's still, I feel like, a few messages from here. Oh, I see what you mean. The crow, raven, the magpie. I get you. Yeah. The crow for me is... It reminds me of Freya cycles, because Freya always has that crow with her. I just keep hearing the crow maiden. It's like a maiden that's... the bird is in charge of the darkness, is how I want to say it. And someone's unlocking themselves from the darkness, is how I want to say that. Interestingly, the bottom of the deck is the underworld. So there's a freedom of a darker layer or a deeper energy that, let's say, for example, you've got shamanic roots. You'll very much be working with the more underworld energies because it's part and parcel of the shamanic roots. Is you don't deal with the light, you'll deal with the ethers, the middle, and also the darkness and the light. Well, it's got a key. So the crow has a key. There's a spark of lightning with the crow that has inspired the crow to utilize the key. Maybe the crow wouldn't have used the key otherwise. The key I'm reading as an unlocking. That's how I'm reading it. Yeah. Again, the angel references, the birds, the winged messengers. Birds, for me, first of all, this is very strong air energy. It feels like we're being led into Libra season with this air energy here with the birds and the angels. With this new moon that's coming in, because obviously next full moon is going to be the harvest moon. Like I said to you before a few weeks ago, we've got big energy in November, but it starts progressively get more and more intense between now and November. That's how I read it. Is that the Alfred Hitchcock one? Yes, I did. I studied that in English. The crone with the medallion with the star. Phoenix, you were talking about this before, that I know if we start talking about again on a live feed, they're going to cut it off. Trust me when I say that. The crone is usually the wise woman with the investment. There's an investment here that was overdue investment. Can you see? Someone's again, second crow. The unseen. Scare the shit. So we've got the unseen in the cave, right? So like I said, things coming to light, feelings coming to light. If someone hasn't maybe spoke about their feelings before, maybe you'll be getting some very direct communication about how people are feeling. If you haven't already received it, that's on its way. And if, in case I didn't need to make it any more obvious, the shadow and the self, layers of the shadow, the mask, the shadow self being stripped. That's what we're talking about here. The merging of the shadows. See the fragmented energy, and then there's that kind of union energy. This is what we're working with energetically from where I'm looking at. Maybe it's not the collective, but I mean, this is what they're giving me. So who am I to, you know, I don't know. Yeah, no worries. Okay, guys, let's pull. I feel like I need to pull some more from here. Okay. It seems like these shifts are all massively amplified in energy, unlike ever before in our timeline. 100%. It's because there's some heavy hitter energies coming forward with this DNA evolution, essentially, is what I want to say. There's new bloodlines. These are new bloodlines. This is what this is preparing for. Now, obviously, not everyone is going to be procreating and stuff like that, but there's definitely an energy of this that the baton was you got to remember, there's old lineages that were created from very uneven, unbalanced. If a feed cuts out, we know why. Okay, let's be very careful how we're phrasing this, so I can kind of teeter around the point without actually them getting upset. They're going to get annoyed with me anyway because they don't want me talking about this. But let me just try and be very, very specific about the coding. There's certain families that are moving outside of, there was a hierarchy that existed that is about to crumble. There you go. That's a 3-word answer for a huge subject. Because there's a birthright. What did I say at the beginning? A star is born. What did I say at the beginning? You're getting dizzy, Dina. You okay? So we start at the beginning saying a star is born, and it is about a new bloodline. This is about new bloodlines, but you have, because obviously when you're healing yourself, you're healing generations, aren't you? You're healing previous generations. So the twins that are coming into alignment that have healed, and then they're then moving on to procreate a new bloodline. Is there geese flying over? That's very symbolic, isn't it? That one, 2244. Divinely guided peace in the houses. What do you mean by houses? Are you talking about people's actual houses, or? I don't know if it's going to be peace yet, because this is why all this is happening. This is why all this is happening, because of this. Eventually, yeah, there will be, eventually. But this is why it's all been kicking off. They don't want people to, if you're getting people together, then there's, thank you, train. What I'm being cut, because they don't want me talking about this. Yeah, there's a very, it basically connects to, yeah, that's the end game. It connects to the last reading that I did, that that is originating from very olden times. I've got to be so careful what I'm saying here, guys. I'm sorry for the very cryptic answers, but we're about to get the channel shadow banned if I keep talking about this, and also the spirit are going to cut the feed as well, and then no one's going to read or hear anything. So we've got to be a bit, unfortunately, one day we'll be able to say everything, But yeah, there's some very strong, very, very strong twin energy. Like I'm talking ascended masters that are here, like hardcore, you know, very, very insane energy. That if this is actually happening, so people are really trying to stop it. Yeah, Tina, it probably wasn't. Well, this is the issue. We do, and that's why I have to write. This is why I need to write, but I literally don't have time. I just don't have the time. I'm gonna have to find the time, but I would like to try and work out as well at some point, you know, and put energy into that. But Mark, I love your little dot dot dot. Yeah. The problem with it is it's not meant to be coded. It's really not meant to be coded. It never was meant to. In fact, it wasn't. I'm just going to say it. This is not meant to be coded because it's room for manipulation. Then it's not meant to be. Why do you think I'm doing this job? The person with the most blunt energy on planet Earth. You don't honestly think that they're going to want me to start being all coded and freaking Blue's Clues? They just want me to. This is why I'm so freaking blunt, because they want that direct communication. They want it. They just want it, you know. Add on to what else to add. In the visual, look at the Schumann resonance, for example, of what the ascended masters look like. I mean there's a million different reference points for the Schumann resonance or sort of what it all is building into. That's more of a manifestation, though. I read that as. I mean, it's part of my soul contract, because then I'll be honest with you, I'm deliberately designed to be a target because I need to learn to do every single layer, level, dimension of clearing. So if I'm the idiot that's on talking all this stuff and then get the direct repercussions and then I can remove it all, the job done. You know, soul contract completed, isn't it? And it's not brave. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't, you know what I mean? This is what I am here for, from where I'm looking at, or one part. I've already ascended once, come back around for a special mission. Now it's out of the bag. Exactly. This is it. It's like there's a very strong warrior energy here that, again, for those that are in that energy, you are going to be, I'm sorry, but you would have been a target at some point. There would have been a targeted energy. Hence me in a bed for 3 years, trying to escape, because they want me to learn every element so that there's zero way that anything can block me. That's basically hence why I'm so direct and blunt. That's how it's designed. Yes, some false, but for those here that are trying to follow, some false, but for those here that are trying to follow, some false, but for those here that are trying to follow. I mean, look, this is the thing. Part of that is at some point, most people have tapped into the false light, if that's what you're referring to. Again, that's another part of the layer of journey, because you have to free yourself from that illusion, because it is an illusion. But yeah, that is one element. And I usually see people that have, it's because, right, you've got to remember, as above, so below. You can only understand this as far as you've gone within. You can only understand all this as far as you've gone within. I've made it my life's work to go within and understand me, very much so, because I have to. Otherwise, I can't do this job. I can't. It's not going to work, you know. That need to see what these frequencies that you are speaking of. Some false, but for those here that are trying to follow, that need to see. Oh, I mean, I'll see. This is a thing. Are you talking about putting more blatant? Here we go. The frickin' feed's cutting off. Are you talking about putting even more blatant energy up on YouTube? Is this what you're referring to? Is that? I'm going to preempt your answer because again, there's a disconnect between when I speak and then the replies because it's like a time delay. The reason why I'm not going to do that is because they don't want me to do that, and the reason being, no. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening. So you're talking about people following the wrong people or something. Understood. Yeah. I'm going to assume that because again, it's all out of sync when you're answering questions and when I'm giving the answer. So I'm going to assume it's because you want me to give very brutally honest YouTube videos. We need an audience first. The way YouTube works and the algorithm is not clever to do it that way. It's not clever to do it that way. It's just not. That's not how they want me to do it. There's no point me going right in now with all of this information for various different reasons. Number one, there will be a shadow ban, which means that no point is anyone going to find my stream, at which point with redundant information. Secondary is there's karmic implications of this, big style karmic implications, of which, because you've got to remember, when I'm reading, I have to understand karmically the repercussions, because some of it does have karmic repercussions of the information I get, whether I pass it on. This job is not just me reading a card and listening to these guys. It's me juggling the fact that what outweighs what. There's a karmic repercussion. Okay, so what's the bigger picture? I have to look at outcomes. I look at permanent outcomes, more and more outcomes. That's just how I read. Yes, I can sit here and just, absolutely bulldoze through all the information and then sit in a bed for 3 more years because they're like, what the heck are you doing? You're not listening to what we want you to do, and then because they want me to learn, I have to get myself out of that one. There's a balance in all things, and with the energy that I'm reading and I'm articulating, I have to be respectful of that. It's called walking the gold line. That's what my guides call it, walking the gold line. The balance between the two worlds. That's it. That's all they want me to do. And yes, there has to be very direct communication at some stages, but there has to be discernment, because it's not meant to all come out at one point. Otherwise, you really think I'm going to give the game away? You really think I'm going to tell everything I know? No. No, that's not how I'm operating, and it's not how they want me to operate. Okay, so let's pull final card. They want me to choose another deck, but it's the Doors deck, I think they want me to pick out. There's a card that's flipped. Celestial Teacher. 7. This is my life path number. Number 7 is the individual. This is a very strong, this Libra energy as well. There's a balance. Number 7, Libra, balance. They want you to be very aware of traps. If you're working with anything spiritual, there are traps. I'm telling you, all you got to do is heal one wrong person that has not, if you're removing soul contracts or Akashic records, all you got to do is do one wrong move, and then it floods in, especially if you're here to learn, especially if you're a healer, So it gets mirrored back. A lot of this gets mirrored back. But yeah, I need to find time. I need to find some time to do all the stuff that else, other stuff that I'm here to do. Right, let's have a look. Divine Doors. What did I say before about forgiveness? What did I say before about forgiveness? It says, forgive and forget, a ritual cleansing of pain and lies, a rise and waking, see a new sunrise. We were channeling sunrise before. We've got this very ornate door here that's opening up. Okay, and it says destiny, one door opens, one door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. And then we've got final card, staircase going up. We saw this in the 9 of Wands. Heart healing, morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Okay, guys, this is your reading for today. Thank you for your support to the channel, guys. I really appreciate everything that you've been, you know, all the likes, the shares, the subscriptions. Thank you. I appreciate you. Catch me again. I think we're on, yeah, the next stream obviously will be Friday. Okay, same time. Have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.